Welcome to the Schaefer Small Engine Shop, two-car garage, and small engine repair, LLC, PLC, INC. Today we're going to look at some of the number one pieces of lawn and garden equipment in the marketplace, how to fix them, how to see if you can resurrect them from the dead, how to get them started, and how to not get them started. So first we'll start with the equipment. And when I say number one pieces of equipment, I'm talking about the number one piece of equipment that you're going to find in somebody's trash pile out on the street. They're Homelite string trimmers. What do you want for $69? This is a straight shaft model. The majority of what you find on the street are these old curved shaft models. This is a 26 SS. This is a Zip Start trimming edge. This is a much older unit, an ST275 that I bought about 1995. It ran till 2001 or 2002, and it's been in my attic ever since, and I'm going to try to salvage it. So here's how you try to get these things started using my handy electric drill. And here's how not to get them started. The units on the drive shaft have got a little adapter. And the adapter's got a square hole in it and a hex nut on it, and it screws on to the crankshaft. But the nut is pretty far down, so it takes a deep well socket. Well, that deep well socket won't work. This deep well socket won't work. For both of these, the hole inside the socket is just too small to let the neck of this unit fit into it. So, and the sockets themselves are fairly short. So what I had to do was find a socket that would let it fit over the neck. And I found this socket at the Home Depot, the first place I looked where they sell individual tools. And it just fits just fine. So we can use this socket. What I had tried at first was, before I had the socket, I tried to grind a piece of square material that would fit in this hole and use it in my drill to spin the crankshaft. And it worked just fine, except the little drive adapter there breaks into 1,000 pieces. And of course, once it breaks, then it's completely worthless as a drive part to run the string trimmer. These are the parts of the two of them that I tried to fix that fell apart. So that's when I started to try to find my socket. And we'll look at the tools here in a minute after we look at these pieces of equipment. This is a fairly new Homelite. It's a made in Mexico model. It's what they call an opening price point unit with a straight shaft. It's probably $89. Homelite at one time, back in these days, was a made in the USA product, made in Gastonia, North Carolina, with another plant down in right across the state line in Clover, South Carolina. This particular trimming edge here, it's made in China. So we got Mexico, we got China, and we got the made in the USA model. The made in the USA model is the one I'm going to try to resurrect. So here are the tools that we need. We need our electric drill. This is a DeWalt, very good line of equipment, owned by Stanley Black & Decker. DeWalt's been a professional level line of equipment for a long time. And Made in China. What is that all about? Interesting. We need this little adapter here that it's a hex so it can chuck good in there, with a 3/8" square drive to drive your socket. It's from Harbor Freight. There's no question where it's from. And then we've got our special socket that we found at the Home Depot, and it's a Husky, another very good line of American tools. Been in business a long time, like Herbrand and Blackhawk, Proto, and Home Depot carries these Husky sockets now. Made in China. What is that all about? We can't make stuff in the U.S. anymore? Very interesting. So anyway, we'll put this on. Now, the little drive adapter screws on to the crankcase, and it's a regular right-hand thread. So we're going to get it started. And then we're going to tighten it up a little bit by turning it in the clockwise position. And we'll get our unit primed here. Now, this unit has not been started in about 16 or 17, maybe 18 years. It's been a long time up in my attic, and I have done some work on the carburetor. I've got it where it should prime by itself. So we're going to put it on here clockwise first. Make sure it's on there tight. And we'll put the choke on. And we'll do it counterclockwise and see if we can actually get it running. No luck yet. I don't think we're primed good. Now we are. I can feel it. Again. You can tell that this has to run counterclockwise because of the way the vanes on the flywheel are shaped. They're curved to the left. That's the way it's going to move the air across the engine. Lazarus has come back from the dead.